Shut up. Shut up. Yes. Hey. I've never heard her sound like this before. Welcome to my channel, I'm Nisi. So earlier this year, I listened to Sabrina Carpenter for the first time ever. I know it's crazy, but I listened to her for the first time on here with you guys. We listened to Emails I Can't Send, and then we did the deluxe, and then after that, we kind of explored some of her performances from that era. And then my plan was to keep getting into her even more. I wanted to go back into her discography and get to know all of her older songs as well, and just get to know Sabrina and who she is as an artist. But then something happened. For some reason, out of nowhere, everyone just decided that 2024 was gonna be their year, and all the big name artists that we know and love all decided to drop music at the exact same time. And so as you can probably imagine, 2024 has been insanely busy. And so other than her brand new singles that she released this year, like Espresso and Please Please Please, I have not been able, unfortunately, to get into Sabrina Carpenter the way that I initially wanted to. But today, all of that is ending because now, you guys, I finally have the perfect opportunity to get back into Sabrina Carpenter, because next week, you guys, next week, her brand new album, Short and Sweet, comes out. And baby, over here on this channel, we are gonna make sure that we are 100% prepared for that album when it comes out, because we are gonna be going on a little miniature journey of Sabrina Carpenter before then. So we can say, when the album comes out, that we know more than just that Me Espresso. Today we're gonna be reacting to her Singular Act 1 project, and then next week, before the album comes out, we're gonna be reacting to her Singular Act 2. I feel like after years and years and years of like putting in all this hard work over and over and over again to like never be seen as a mainstream pop girl, that had to have been so frustrating for her for so long. And now I feel like she's finally getting her flowers. People are finally recognizing who she is. And so I feel like it's important for us to go back and like look at the hard work that she's been putting in for all these years. I want to appreciate more than just Me Espresso and whatever's on this new project. We need to be appreciating Sabrina, the artist that she is and the artist that she always has been. So I say, let's just jump right in. If you are new here and you end up liking me and liking this reaction video, then I hope at some point you will consider hitting that subscribe button and being with us as we go on this journey of her. And as always, if you want to see me react to these songs in full, uncut, and follow along to the lyrics with me, you can watch this video on my Patreon, and the link is in the description. All right, you guys, we are here. This is Sabrina Carpenter's Singular Act 1. This is a very short project. There are only 8 songs here. The only song that I know out of all of these is Sue Me. And I don't even really know Sue Me that well. I just know like the chorus, but that's like a Sabrina Carpenter classic, isn't it? Like that's one of her hits. It's like, so sue me, but looking so pretty. Looking so pretty tonight. Wearing your favorite color under the lights. Sun, doing everything right. And yeah, that is the only song that I recognize out of all of these. But I'm very, very excited. I want to see, you know, what she was doing before Emails I Can't Send. Like, what was her style like? What was her writing like? I don't know. No more stalling. Let's go ahead and get into this. The first song is called Almost Love. Oh, this sounds trappy.
Right before the go, the moment when the curtain's down before the show. That's how I feel before I get you all alone. We could give it a minute, but what's the fun in a minute?
Girl, this is trap.
Can you feel the tension rising now? You're getting it close. Now you're getting it close. Almost love, it's almost love, almost love, almost love, but it could be love.
Almost love, but it could be
love. But it could be love. Almost love.
This is already like different from her style. I don't know, like it sounds like trappy when it comes in, but something about it is still like Sabrina energy. Like this is still giving Sabrina little, you know how she is, like her little suggestive lyrics, like it's still giving her. The moment when the light is red before the go, the moment when the curtain's down before the show. So like the moment when you're waiting on something, the anticipation, like something's building. That's how I feel when I get you all alone. Like when I'm alone with you, I'm just like waiting for the climax. I'm waiting, not the climax. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for the thing to happen. She said, what's the holdup? Like being at a stop sign, waiting for it to turn green. Being at a show, waiting for the curtain to come up. What is the holdup? What am I waiting for? I want to get to that part. Oh, okay, girl. Let's keep going with this.
I want you like a midnight hour once a few. I want you like alone, I want some empty room.
I love all these metaphors.
Start hanging on my shoulder. shoulders. Both hands wanna hold ya. So baby, what's the hold up? Yeah.
The whistles and stuff.
Now you're getting close.
You know, Sabrina in a lot of ways reminds me of Ariana. Like, I don't know, just like their style and everything. When I think of where Ariana's music is now and where Ariana's music was like at the beginning of her career and her first couple albums, it's giving me the exact same feeling that Sabrina's giving me. Like, the energy is still Sabrina, but you can tell that she's developed so much more in her sound and in her artistry, but it just has like that similar feeling. Something similar about it.
Almost love. Almost love.
But it could be love.
Almost love. Almost love. But it could be love.
Hey, girl.
Almost taking it slow. It's almost love. Almost love.
Yeah.
Cause it's almost love, but it could be love. Almost love, and you know.
Oh! Hey. So like, I really like how that song to me kind of feels like a very like generic pop song. Like, lyrically it's pretty like a generic pop song, but I like how it was kind of like trap infused, because I just never heard that from Sabrina. I've never heard that style of like her being on like this trap type of thing, but I'm like, okay girl, it's very Sabrina, like the subject matter. But obviously I feel like she would approach a song like this very different today, and that's what I find so interesting. It's interesting because it sounds like she's talking about like a very intimate moment that they're having, like they're in a room alone, it's very intimate, and she's like, I want to go ahead and get to the good part. So what are we just standing around for? Let's get to the good part. But it also kind of sounds like at the same time like she's talking about the relationship in general. Like, I don't want to keep moving slow. Like, I want to just go ahead and can we actually like advance in this relationship? Can we become like the boyfriend and girlfriend type of situation? That's what she's saying. Like, it's almost love. Like, it's almost love. If we could like speed this up a little bit, maybe we can actually have something real and something deep. So I don't really know which one of those things that she's talking about. She could be talking about both, but it's clear that the anticipation is building and she ain't trying to have all that. She's trying to hurry up and just get to it. So yeah, that was a pretty good song. Nothing too crazy. It's not like a lot to break down or anything. It feels like, you know, like a typical pop song from like 2018. I just find it so interesting that I think that she would definitely approach that differently today. Her writing tends to be like a little bit more complex now than it was back then. So I feel like she would definitely approach that differently, which is what I love. I wanted to like go back in her discography so I could really see the growth. You know, I want to see how she evolved as an artist, and I can already tell so far that her artistry has definitely evolved. But that was a vibe. I like it, you know, not too much, nothing too crazy. Let's move on to the next song, which is called Paris. Ooh, different. There are like little like experimental sounds on here.
If I asked that boy to jump, I know he would. He don't even have to say it's understood. He treat
All right,
me
girl.
nice, he treat me right, he treat me good. Still I get so hesitant, So I took myself where I think I should be. It's so romantic in Paris. Only I tried to compare it. Thought I was sure that I'd find it. If you show me too much love, it makes me leave. Guess it's one of many things that's wrong with me. Looking past you when you're right in front of me.
Self-sabotage.
I don't do that anymore. Yeah, I know this is. It's so romantic in Paris.
Yeah.
I was sure that I'd find it.
But I already have love in LA. I like how she says that.
It's so romantic in Paris.
Ooh. Okay, so I could be wrong, but it sounds like what she's saying is that like I kind of self-sabotage a bit. If you show me too much love, it makes me leave. Guess it's one of the things that's wrong with me, looking past you when you're right in front of me. So it kind of sounds like she was saying, I went to Paris to try because I thought that I would like find love there, or that I would find something better there, but I already have something good in LA. I had to travel across the world to notice that like you were right in front of me this whole time. I've been looking past you and, you know, thinking like, oh, you know, Paris is where I'm going to find the thing. And Paris is so big and beautiful and romantic. Like, that's the place where I'm going to find love. But here you were the whole time looking at me. And you've been here showing me love. And I've been, you know, seeking more and more and more. And she acknowledged, she said that that's one of the things that I have wrong with me. That's a flaw of mine, that I don't have like gratitude for what's right there in front of me. Girl, you speaking French? Go on.
D'aimer passionnément. Mon cœur est à toi pour toujours. You will always have my heart. It's so romantic in Paris.
Y'all gotta tell me what she said. But I already had love in LA.
It's so romantic in Paris.
Hey! I don't know what it is about this instrumental, but it sounds like Paris. Like I was seeing the Eiffel Tower in the dark with a whole bunch of lights around it. I don't know why. Okay, hold on. Because let's go back to the beginning. She said, if I asked that boy to jump, I know he would. He don't even have to say it's understood. He's just going to do it. I just say like, hey, do this, do that. He's going to do it. No questions asked. He doesn't even question me. He treats me nice. He treats me right. He treats me good. But still I get so hesitant. So I took myself where I think I should be. I love how she laid that out first. I love how she kind of like set the scene. She did like the storytelling first. She's like, this guy is great. He does everything. He's everything that I would ask for, to be honest. But I still do this thing where I still think that like there's more out there. Like I'm still like chasing after something. I like the self-awareness of like that self-sabotaging thing. I think that a lot of people have that, like low key, and we don't even realize it sometimes. That like what we have right in front of us is the thing that you've been asking for so long, for years and years. You've been asking for this life that you are currently living, and then once you get it, it's like you don't even realize or acknowledge the fact that this is exactly what I've always wanted, because we're always just searching for the next thing. We always think that there's something greater beyond what we already have. And so I love that. I love that concept. And I like how she tied it to like LA and Paris, you know, because Paris is supposed to be like that super romantic place. And so she's like, there has to be something there. There has to be something there. But yet, no, it's actually been right here in front of me the entire time. I really like that song. I really like that song. All right, you guys, we're going to move on to the next song, which is called Hold Tight, featuring Uhmeer. Uhmeer, possibly, maybe. Okay, let's see. Sing! Oh, wait a minute. Go back. You gonna do it again. This production is eating.
Not everybody needs attendance. Don't take this as complaining.
Wait a minute. It's too much. It's like the production and her delivery on this. Please.
Not everybody needs attendance. For the nights that we've been taking, baby, we could take one off. I like where my hands is. I just wanna hold tight. Gotta go down. We don't gotta slow down. Not like we don't know how. I just wanna hold tight.
What is happening? I have no idea how to dance to this. I'm confused. What is happening? Yo, this production is insane. Her delivery is insane. I'm over here trying to figure out how to grasp, how to get on the beat, how to glide on the beat. What is she even saying? I lost the plot. Hold on. Okay, so she's saying like, not every party needs our attendance. All the nights that we've been taken off, maybe we could take one off. So like maybe like let's take some time to ourselves because we've been doing a lot maybe. Could be in the canyons, probably in a mansion, but I like where my hand is. I want to hold tight. I'm going to accept the PG version of that. Always got to go out. We don't ever slow down. Okay, so it's unless you're just saying like, we have a lot on our itinerary all the time. Can we just like take a moment for ourselves? Let's just be you and me for a moment. All right. And do things. Yes.
Keep you inside.
Yeah, I want to keep you inside.
But I was hoping we could switch up how we're spending our time. Don't just complaining, baby, we could take one off.
This is crazy. this.
Hit me underneath the covers, coloring your body, reading braille. Take you to Bahamas, sleeping through the sand. Sucking on the silence, now I'm in your ear. Telling you, baby, to listen, not just
Wanna keep you in, right? Wanna feel your skin.
Bad bone, Bonnie Clyde, come and get it. I don't know, I get it, I get it on.
Could be in a canyon, probably in a mansion, but I like where my hands is. I just wanna hold tight. I just wanna hold tight.
That's insane. that's a little bit insane. First of all, have I ever heard Sabrina Carpenter with a feature? That might be the first time I heard her be like featuring with someone. Wow. I like him. He flowed as always with male features. He said some things that gagged me. The song is basically about like, we're two very busy people. We're always going out doing things. Like she said in the beginning, not every party needs our attendance and things like that. Like, I just want to have you right now. For this moment, I just want to push everything to the side and just be here with you and me and be doing things. Sabrina Carpenter, she loves her things. she loves you know, doing a certain type of dance that we don't need to discuss. This song, the vibes, the production is like all over the place. Like, it's a little bit insane, but I like it. Like, I don't know. Again, this is reminding me again of Ariana Grande, and I'm not saying this to like compare them or whatever, but they both have been in the industry. I think I heard someone say one time they've been in the industry for like the same amount of freaking time, which is insane. But it reminds me of like Ariana, where like in the beginning, some of their songs are just insane with the production. You were just like, how do I even dance to this? But it's a vibe. And at this point, like, you could tell that she does have like so much confidence in her music. I talk about this all the time. I think anytime that I talk about Sabrina, I always talk about the fact that she's just so confident in herself. I feel like to do something like this, like, the beat is very abnormal. The delivery is very abnormal. And I tend to feel like when an artist tries a lot of things that are very abnormal, to me, that shows confidence. Because to me, it shows that, like, you are confident that you can make this sound not like a mess and actually make it sound good. You are confident to try new things and new sounds and to try something that isn't normal, that isn't your standard sound. And so I like that. He said, hear me underneath the covers, coloring your body, reading braille, take you to Bahamas, seeping through the sand, and some other things that I won't repeat. Like, he was sliding though. I feel like he was like sliding. He was back to the vibe. And there was a second there where they were like harmonizing with each other, which I also really liked that as well. That was so fun. That was just so fun. Like, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the chaoticness of that. I enjoyed the mess. Guys, the next song is Sue Me. Like I said, I know the chorus of the song and like nothing else. And I don't even know all the words of the chorus. So this will still be new for me. So let's get it. Sue Me. Come on.
You said that there's no second chance.
Oh,
baby, I heard you've been hoping you could change the past.
This melody is familiar.
You missed the longer night. Well, did you ever think that it was hard for me?
Hey, don't worry, I know.
Feeling myself can't be illegal. So
everything right.
So
hey. Oh, yes. It's already coming back to me. I'm already like remembering this, recognizing this. This song is a bop. It's something about it. It's like so poppy and it's so full sounding. And she's just like, sue me, motherfucker. You can talk ish because I look so good, and then you can't claim me because you can't have me because like I'm just that girl, and because you don't know how to handle me.
It's hard to see me on when you've been off.
Who was that? But I'm DJ Khaled.
Because you adore yourself. I know it's hard to see what you don't want to see. I know it's hard to see.
Hey, amiga!
So sue me for looking so pretty tonight. Wearing your favorite color under the lights. Some other ignore. Pick up that door off the floor.
Yes! hear this from Sabrina. This kind of vocal delivery, like the belts, I don't really hear belts from her that much. Because we reacted to emails I can't send. There's not a lot of belting in that project. Because a lot of the songs are like slow and like diaristic. We don't hear like a lot of belts. I knew that she could probably do this because Sabrina can sing. Sabrina can sing, I know. But I just... I want to hear some of that on your new album. Where the belting, the way that she was going off on that last chorus. Please, I've never heard Sabrina sing like that. I'm not going to dole myself because you dole yourself. And I just like that line because she's like almost insinuating that person struggles a bit with self-love. You know how people say, like, if someone like hates on you or is jealous of you or, you know, talks crap about you, etc., that like they don't really love themselves or they have some things that they need to work on inside. So I like how she says that. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad about myself and let you hate on me because you hate yourself. I'm that girl and I should be allowed to be that girl. You're just mad that you no longer have me. So you in a little attitude. Get your jaw up off the floor. You're just going to have to admire me from afar. And suck it up. You should have been better. You should have acted better. Eat efficiently. I just love the production of that song. I love the vocals at the end. I was not expecting that she needs to do more. Tell her. Sue me is that girl. Y'all let me know down in the comment section if y'all want me to react to the music video to that song. Let me know. But that ate. We're going to move to the next song. prfct, which looks like perfect without the E's. Oh! Why is this giving like R&B? What is this? Oh girl, don't come up in here doing some R&B stuff.
You can get real close, talking now. Underneath our clothes, pretend that we know it all. Like A, B, C, D, that could work so perfectly. If perfect was the kind of thing that worked for me. It won't be perfect, but I know it could be worth it. And for all of the nights I left tears running down my face, messing around mascara. It's not perfect, just give me some fiction. Let me see what nobody sees. You don't think that I can end it the truth?
What did I say at the beginning of this video? The point is for us to learn more about Sabrina Carpenter. Discover more of who she is. I've never heard her in these ways. In these ways that we've heard her. I've never heard her belt like she did in the last song. And I never heard her have something that's like this smooth. This is almost R&B territory. Like, this thing keeps on happening to me. You guys know I'm a lyrics girl. So, like, lyrics is the thing that, like, I pay attention to. I want to know what you're saying, what you're talking about. But something rare happens to me sometimes. And it happens with Ariana Grande very often. I hate to keep saying it. But it feels like it. Something happens where like their voices and the instrumental is like taking me aback so much that like I'm losing the lyrics. The lyrics are like, I'm not absorbing it because I'm like so occupied with what is the sound. But I'm paying attention. I'm focused.
A, B, C, D, that could work so perfectly. If perfect was the kind of thing that worked for me. But I wanna feel nervous, just a little bit of the edge. It won't be perfect, but I know.
Sing!
It could be worth it if you give it to me, baby.
Sing!
But maybe that's what we need. That's what we need.
Ooh, the little crackles like fire. So the second verse is like really interesting. She says, see right through the fiction and all of the fakery. Just give me some friction. Let me see what nobody sees. So it kind of sounds like she's saying that our relationship at this point has been perfect, almost too perfect, to the point that I feel like you're hiding something. Like, I feel like this is not the real you. Like, there's something deep down that you are hiding, which is normal because anytime you meet someone, you're not really meeting them, you're meeting the representative. You know, you're meeting the person that they want you to think that they are. Everyone in the beginning kind of acts like, you know, everything is perfect, they have everything together. And the longer that you know them, you start to like peel back the layers and see their flaws, which is fine. It doesn't mean they're a bad person, because every human has flaws, and you kind of get to see what this person's flaws are the more that you know them. So I guess maybe what she's saying is like, so far our relationship has felt very surface level, and I want to peel back the layers. I want you to show me more of what you are. I want to feel nervous, just a little bit off the edge, even if I know it will end in a mess. That's so interesting. It's like a balance of like her saying, I want to get to know the real you, all the things that you have deep down inside that maybe aren't perfect, which is normal, and that's good. Like, you should want to know the most vulnerable parts of your partner. But also, she said, even if I know that I will end up in a mess. Is she like literally kind of admitting that she knows that this person is actually maybe hiding something bad, and she knows that it will end up in a mess, but it'll be worth it for me to just know what's going on? That's so interesting. I like that song. I like how smooth it sounded. I love like the R&B-esque type feel about it. How smooth it was, hearing her slow like that. Her vocals were eating, as they have been in literally all these songs. And I also like the idea of it, you know, of it like being too perfect and wanting to see what's underneath, but like also kind of balancing the same thing that she was talking about in Paris, of like, she does have a habit though, I think, of not being able to appreciate when something is good. So it's interesting. It's interesting because it makes you question, like, is the relationship very surface level, and is there more things that they need to explore about each other? Or is it just that she's looking for trouble? Like, is she looking for problems where there aren't any? But yeah, I love the vibe of that song. It was so smooth. I really like that song. I do. All right, we're gonna move on to the next song, which is called Bad Time. Let's get it.
Bad time for a good time, baby. A bad time.
Ooh.
You never finish your glass, take a little sip and you're bored. Down in the apartment below, wouldn't even open your door. You said, it's a bad time for a good time, baby. A bad time. Suddenly you're into me again. Let's talk about it, yeah. I've been dying to use the line. I'm sorry, but you call that a bad time. And every time it's probably gonna be a bad time. Sorry. Bad time for a good time, baby. A bad time. You should know about it by now. Bad time for a good time, baby. A bad time.
I love the vibe of this song. I love how dancey it is, like kind of like old school a little bit. I love this like bad time for a good time type of situation, because it was confusing me for a second. I love us like too many times, every time, bad time, good time. Sorry, but it's not like the last time when you were calling me and hoping for a good time. Like, oh my God, like it's so much going on.
Everything's so clear to me now, wish I could have seen it before. You were sitting comfortable and I was busy kissing your floor.
Kissing your
now
floor?
I know you wanna talk about it, yeah. I've been dying to use the line.
Last time.
You were calling me and hoping for a good
Yeah,
time.
I'm cutting that out.
A good time, baby.
A bad time. Draw the line, girl.
It's a really bad time.
I love that. It's a really bad time, babes.
You know that it's a bad time for a good time, baby. A bad time. I'm just gonna say it one more time for fun. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You call that a bad time.
I love that. That's that humor, Sabrina. We know how she is. She's like, she's funny. She always like has a little like attitude in there. You know, she's just very humorous. She's very humorous. And I love how she says, I'm just going to say it one more time for fun, because I deserve the right to be able to say this now after all the crap you be doing. Yes. I like the idea of this song. Like the reciprocation of energy. Like you doing something to me always, and then me sitting there and deciding, no, you know what? I need to stick up for my own self, and then you playing that same exact line on them. So like her being like, you never finish your glass, take a little sip and you're bored, down in your apartment, you wouldn't even open your door. Like, you kind of pay me dust. You pay me dust. And whenever I want you or I need you, you're like, it's a bad time for a good time, baby. Yeah, like, I ain't into it right now. And then she's like, too many times I ask myself, what am I even coming for? Like, why do I even expect for this man to give me any sort of attention or to act right? And then she's like, well, now you want to talk about it. Now you come to my place. Now you want to talk about it. Now suddenly you're into me again. Well, guess what? I'm glad that you're here because I've been dying to use this line on you. Sorry, baby. It's a bad time. You don't get to just ignore me, treat me like crap. And then, you know, like the second that you want me, now all of a sudden I'm just there at your feet. No. That's not how this goes. It's not how this is. This is Sabrina energy. The no nonsense. I'm going to stick up for myself. Like, nonsense, no pun intended. The I'ma stick up for myself, the little like adding the little humor in there, you know, even like the way that she delivers it. I like that song as well. That was the vibe. The next song is called Mona Lisa. I wonder how she's going to use this. I've seen like a couple of songs called Mona Lisa, and it's always interesting, like the point of view that it comes from. So I'm interested to see what this is about.
Keep it casual.
What?
Don't have to tip your toe. Take your cares off. Just stay a couple more. You don't have to be a stranger. Go and get a little closer.
She almost sounds different.
Ain't gotta hesitate. Ain't gotta make me wait. Both of my eyes, they've been fixing on you. Wasting your time, should be making that move. Come and say hi, I've been down to meet you. Don't leave me hanging like the Mona Lisa. You let this ooh la 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 intimidate you. Don't you make me leave on my own. I'm already ready, come on.
This voice, come on.
Ain't gotta make me wait.
This is giving me like the vibes like the first song, like, you know, don't hesitate, stop making me wait. Like, what are we waiting for? Like, I'm waiting for this moment.
They've been fixing on you.
And it's trappy too, like the first song.
Come and say hi, I've been down to meet you. Don't leave me hanging like the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, that was a cool song too. It's not really much to like break down. Basically her just saying, I want you to take initiative. I really am into you. I want you, and I want you to make a move, basically. I kind of wish that she would have, like, I absolutely get it, right? Don't leave me hanging like the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa hangs on the wall. And she's probably also insinuating as well. I think that Mona Lisa is also kind of a symbol for like femininity and like beauty, and she's probably also referencing that to herself. I kind of wish that she would have tied more like painting metaphors in, you know, like if it was like more than just hanging. Like I wish that she would have tied a whole bunch of like different painting metaphors into this song. I felt like it would have hit even more, and like it would have made the concept of Mona Lisa hit even more if the whole chorus was like building up with a bunch of painting metaphors to that line. It's a pretty self-explanatory song. It was a vibe. Like I said, this one is also kind of like trappy. It's not like one of my favorites on here, but like I get it, and it's cool. And again, it does feel like Sabrina. Like all these songs feel like Sabrina, and I'm glad that I'm just like getting more and more confirmation of who she is as an artist, and like what her identity is, what her sound is, what it used to be, how it's developed, because that's gonna help us, I think, for like her new album. It's gonna help us like really appreciate the journey, you know. Let's move on to the last song, you guys. The last song, it's been so fast, called Diamonds Are Forever. Let's do it. Oh, sing!
Think you got your break? I'm the sugar mama, I'm no piggy bank. Tell me what you think, nah, nah, nah.
Oh, the attitude.
I'm your new Monday. Drop it all on your clothes, spend so money.
I've never heard her like this before.
1% I'm at the top of this earth, money. That's what I'm worth, honey. That's what I'm worth.
And I believe you. never heard her sound like this. Her voice is so dark right now. Like it's super strong, super bold, and like heavy. And I've never heard her sound like this before. The amount of different sounds that her voice has done in this project is kind of insane. I've just never heard her sound like this. It's kind of crazy.
Steal my heart and steal my kids, but you can't check my balances. No can do, nah, nah, nah. No can do, nah, nah, nah. And I'll take you out, and I'll take you in. This love is my weakness, nah, nah. 1% at the top of this
earth, my neck.
That's what I'm worth.
Connect.
That's what I'm worth. I am a
But see, like, this is a good example of what I was just saying in the last song. Like, since Mona Lisa was a reference on the last song, I wish that she would have had more metaphors that would have made sense with, like, painting or Mona Lisa. I like how in this one, since the topic is, like, diamonds, she ties, like, a lot of different things that have to do with, like, wealth and things like that. The fact that she says like checks and balances and like money don't buy class and like diamonds are forever. Like she's like tying all these different things in that like match the theme of like diamonds and money and things like that. So like that's an example of what I mean.
I guess you want me to give up these diamonds to you. I am a diamond.
Give up these diamonds to you, baby. Period, we are. Diamonds are forever.
I guess you want me to give up these diamonds to you.
I like that. I like ending on that line because this man has kind of been dragged all throughout this project. Like, she's kind of been, I don't know if it's, like, one man or multiple men, but, like, she's kind of been painting these guys as, like, not the best. And so I like how the song is, like, a very self-empowerment song. Like, this song is about empowering myself. I am a diamond. Acknowledging my self-worth and everything that, you know, everything that I'm worth and realizing that not everybody can just get this. And so I like how the last line is, I guess you want me to give these diamonds to you. Because that's what it's been. Like, the whole song, the whole, like, project has kind of been, like, you know, these guys, you know, they just like want to like take, sue me. I think of the one like just not really appreciating you when they had you, not really appreciating your worth, you know, and other songs too, like Bad Time, you know, just not feeling like these guys are like appreciating your worth. And so last line being like, I guess you want me to give these diamonds to you. Like, of course, you just want my diamonds, but are you acknowledging how much I'm worth actually? I like that song. I like the vibe of it. It's very poppy. I like, you know, the fact that she's acknowledging her self-worth. Always live for songs like that. I like the vocal delivery on here. The vocal delivery, the fact that she sounded like so different from what I would expect for her to sound like. What I usually hear her sound like, the attitude that she had in her voice, like she sounded so confident in that. Like, girl, I believed that you were a diamond. I believed that you did not have to convince me. The second that you started singing, I knew. Guys, we reached the end of Sabrina Carpenter's Singular Act 1. Oh my gosh. This has been so different from Emails I Can't Send or Espresso or Please, Please, Please. Like, this has been so different because to me, when I think about Emails I Can't Send, for instance, obviously there were upbeat songs. But to me, I feel like when I think of the Emails I Can't Send, I think of slower, more emotional, diaristic songwriting is what I think of when I think of Emails I Can't Send. This to me feels like pop girl. This to me are like pop bops. Very much dance, have fun to these. That is what this feels like. And it's so interesting being able to experience like the different sides of that. There was so much confidence on this project. There was so much confidence. You could hear it in her vocal. You could hear it in like the instrumental choices that were being made. And there was so much confidence that she knew who she was. She knew that she was that girl. Back then, she freaking knew that she was that girl. But like the way that her artistry has developed since, like her writing is much more complex. She writes like, I think that she thinks in general just more deeply. Her newer tracks are a bit more like introspective, a bit more vulnerable than what you have on here. But these are like bops. These are just like have fun. You know, I always go into an album, try to see if I can listen to like a chronological story to see if there's like storytelling that's happening. I wasn't getting the vibe with this one. I was just getting the vibe as this is like a collection of bops that might have like similar subjects, but I don't think that they're necessarily tied to being some sort of story. But I was living. These were just so fun and just like upbeat, and I love hearing more of this side of her because I don't get that a lot, I don't think, from what I've heard, like in the way that this is. Like when I think of Espresso, that's obviously like a very poppy song and stuff, but when you think about her vocal on Espresso is very relaxed. It's almost like talking, to be honest. Like it sounds more so like talking than what a lot of these were, which was like, she's like belting, she's doing like riffs and things like that. And then Please, 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 again, when you think about it, like, I know I have good judgment, I know I have good taste. Like she's singing, obviously, but it's not like what you're getting on here. The fact that I said like in Diamonds Are Forever, like the thick, like heavy vocal, like I was not getting that from these newer songs. So this is just so interesting to see. But like I said, it's Sabrina energy still. It's like, it's very much Sabrina the Freak. It's very much Sabrina. It's very much her attitude still, like, bro, make a move. What are you making me wait for? You know, it's very much Sabrina. So I lived. I thought that this was so fun. And I'm gonna give you guys my favorite tracks. Paris, Hold Tight, Sue Me, Perfect, and Diamonds Are Forever were my favorites out of all these. Yeah, you guys, this was fun. Okay, so stick around, you guys, because we are absolutely going to be doing Singular Act 2 either like this weekend or like next week, whatever. It's going to be before her brand new album. So stay tuned, you guys. Make sure that you are here when we react to that brand new album, okay? If you don't want to watch me react to Act 2, whatever, fine. I will dry my tears. But you better be here when we react to Short and Sweet on the 23rd. You better absolutely be here because it is going to be so fun. And I'm excited to get to know more of Sabrina Carpenter and who she is as an artist before we get to that point so that we can fully appreciate Short and Sweet when it is here. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for experiencing this with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comment section what your favorite song is. Let me know what your favorite album of hers is. And yeah, I'm so excited to like see what you guys think about this down in the comment section. And I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.